The edicts are my guide.
Lay the trap. With all these Cinderbro kegs here, this meadery would burn hotter than the forge grounds if they were all ignited. I surmise that's why Wenbrand's kegs are made out of stout and strong ironwood, they do not break or catch fire easily. Luckily, we can start a reaction from the inside if we lead fuses into each of them. Those ropes the workers left around should work in a pinch. Connect 4 rope fuses to sizzling kegs.
Be vigilant.
Evacuation area. Look, you can blow up my life's work if it is our only choice, but I will not put my workers in danger. This was the path we all chose, but I won't have them sacrifice themselves to fire or Nerubians for it. Tell them that I said they need to get out of here immediately. And if a single one of them gets so much as chipped, the council will have a lot to answer for. Evacuate 8 unbound mead workers.
Returning. Are you sure this will work, Baelgrim?
It will. It has to.
Then let's get started.
Communication and... sorry. Hello?
I am glad to hear they had the sense to clear out without much of a fuss.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Xerix will fall by my hand. It is my directive. It is my will.
Conversation terminated.
Poking the spider nest. The meadery is evacuated and the explosives are primed. It is time to bait the Nerubians into our trap. Your compatriot is by the Nerubian burrow north of here. She told me her directive is to keep watch over it in case the Nerubians make a move before we are ready. So far they have not made a move and may now need coaxing. Take a keg of Cinderbro to the burrow. Tossing it in should stir their nest. Rendezvous with us back at the mead yard quickly after. Throw a keg of Cinderbro mead into the Nerubian burrow and then return to the mead yard.
I set off the keg and hurry back to the mead yard. Then we will finish our preparations.
Over here, champion. Let's burn some Nerubians to cinders. Return to the meadery. I'll lead them into the trap.
What is your query?
The Nerubian swarm is on its way. Prepare yourself.
Fly high, strike true.
Bring the thunder. The Nerubians will strike out in anger and pride, which is exactly what we want. They will swarm the meadery soon, seeking to punish us for attacking their burrow. We will hold them here on the ground while you take to the skies. When Xerix appears to command his army, we will light the fuses. When Brand scrounge together some supplies we can use to corral the Nerubians. Set them up quickly, and then we will get you on a Stormrook. Go. Hold off the Nerubians at the Cinderbrew meadery until Queensguard Xerix appears.
The Nerubians will soon start swarming from the north.
Place our defenses in their path. The honey will slow them down, and the mead and pollen will help us tear through them. We are out of time. Come, let us get you on a Stormrook. We protect the people of the Isle.
Baelgrim. The Nerubians will swarm this place soon enough. Finish your preparations quickly.
Be vigilant.
Prepare yourselves. They're coming.
We will keep them gathered by the kegs, thin out the swarm, and stop them from getting past us.
And from wrecking my meadery before we do.
They're chewing through the fuses.
We still have 2 fuses left. Keep fighting. Keep drawing them in.
No! They severed all of the fuses!
Stay focused. These monsters cannot leave here alive.
Stubborn! You will not impede my ascension!
The fuses! We can't ignite the kegs!
I must fulfill my edict.
What? Forget the edicts!
I cannot. That is why it must be me. You must guide the Earthen.
Baelgrim!
One last ride, then you are free. Xerix! My directive is to protect this isle, and the Earthen. All the Earthen. Glory to the Titans! Long live the Earthen!
Baelgrim. Oh, twisting paths.
He's gone. We did it, but... he's... gone. Yes, I am the former Stone Lord.
Xerix is dead. We did it. It is over. Baelgrim did it. She repeats the last phrase to herself over and over, more quietly each time, as if unable to process the event.
Follow what drives you.
Return to the Coerway. We dealt a heavy blow to the Nerubians. But Baelgrim. Edelgard pauses to compose herself. He was infuriatingly rigid and we argued ceaselessly, but in the end, he was a defender of our people, all of them. Baelgrim sacrificed himself to vouchsafe the Isle of Dorne from the Nerubians. Everyone needs to know that, and we can't let the Nerubians force our hand like that again. Go back to Merix in Dornogal. Tell him we will come soon. We just need a moment here. Return to Merix in Dornogal.
The Coerway's repairs must continue. It's what Baelgrim would have wanted.
Kriegbol's Rest. Let it be known that this site shall remain unfinished as a testament to those who have freed themselves from their bindings. May this place remind others of the stagnancy we left behind us. May this site serve as my final resting place so that I, Kriegbol of the Unbound, may forever be free from the cycle. Forever enlightened, forever unbound. Kriegbol. Kovkal. So you have come to aid us. The kobolds have seized this location and stolen several valuable artifacts. They have even taken the helm of Kriegbol. He was the first among us to choose to shut down. This tomb was built in his honor. If you recover our artifacts, I will allow you access to the treasure cache below as payment. Kovkal. Kobolds have always been a malfunction in our system, but they've never been so bold as to attack one of our catacombs. I suspect they are after the artifacts located here. Precious items of great significance to those who have chosen to shut down. Our treasure room, however, has little value to us. Illogical as that may seem. It is filled with that which we were given, not that which we chose to value. If you recover our artifacts, I will grant you what lies within. Kuvkul. Something dark followed the kobolds here. They use these candles to keep it at bay. You will be depleted of all your strength if you stray too far from the candle's light. I discovered this the difficult way.
Grab one of those enchanted candles to stay safe from these shadows. The candle gets weaker when you move. Watch your steps.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
I'm going all out! I am out of range. Too far away. More like it! Here's your take of the spoils! That's more like it! That's more like it! quick sick time to recover. That item is still recharging. Nice find! Cannot use that item yet. Nothing old Bran can't get through. That's more like it!
Stoneguard Benston. My unit and I have been trying to scout for new sources of ore ever since this quarry was overrun by Fungarians. However, today we were overwhelmed. I alone escaped. Can you locate my subordinates and recover them? The treasure located below is yours if you can get through those creatures.
That big mushroom could launch us right up. Time to go all
I
out!
need to target something first. I do not have a target.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them.
Require a target.
Bet we can bounce those tiny mushrooms. Nice find!
I must get closer.
You won't hit us with that one!
It is not ready yet.
Here's your take of the spoils! Fantastic!
target something first. I am out of range. I do not have a target.
Nice find! Hit us with that one! I'm going all in!
I require a target.
Those spores will blow up if we hit them!
I need to target something first.
We got Stand back while I clear this away.
The Coreway must be protected.
Vondez.
Return if you wish to speak again.
Thank you for dealing with the Fungarians. One day they won't be such a malfunction in our systems.
Thing. Order. We must remember both.
Kriegville's Rest is a sacred place to our people. Thank you for helping us restore it.
May the Titans carve your path. What path brought you here?
Birdman of the Three Shields. Well, hey. It's you again, Daiji. Shame I don't have any elementals for you to get in shape. But I do have another favor to ask you, if you're up for it. A friend of mine, Alberic, lives out at Three Shields. He studies the wild cloud rooks there, and he and I talk about them from time to time. But I haven't heard from him in a long time. Would you check on him for me? Find Alberic on the Three Shields.
May your choices return you here.
Oh, yes! Hello! Hello.
Ran and Korin. Join us on Dalaran, they said. It will be great, they said. Good thing I can swim. Tubes almost drowned me trying to carry him to safe land. He latched himself to my back. Just dig through the water. Oh well, we lived. I feel bad for everyone who is stranded here now, but the least we can do is make the best of it.
Bye!
A Titanic expedition. Our merchant friend told us about some small islands off the northeast coast called the Three Shields. Apparently, there was a lot of Titan activity there long ago. To me, the activity sounded like Titan research and development. Exciting stuff. Tuberos and I are going there to check it out. Daressa, my new Algary expedition trainee, is coming along to see true professionals at work. Care to join us? Meet Ranan at the Three Shields.
Alright, see you later.
Come see the new items I have made.
Good day to you.
Violet Warden. The kind people of this town have given us sanctuary here. The least we could do is protect them from the dangers we brought with us.
Safe travels.
The Spire Breaker. We are no strangers to Nerubian attacks. The Kirin Tor is well equipped to handle such a threat. Dalaran was equipped. I cannot fend all of this town's foes, but you might be able to. I spotted an ambush near the road on the way here. An all too familiar tactic of an all too familiar foe. Go spring the trap and slay the monster that lurks below. Slay a Nubeska on the road near Rambleshire in the Isle of Dorne.
Have a good one. See you around.
The Mage Slayer. I confess I have come here with reason. There is one entity that may be out there still that cannot be allowed its freedom. A prisoner from the Violet Hold that we begrudgingly know as the Mage Slayer. I had come to request aid from these people, but they are farmers and ranchers. I hope you are better equipped for a challenge. Seek out this fiend and put an end to its existence. Slay Mage Slayer Fightful near Rambleshire in the Isle of Dorne.
See you later.
Let's work something out. Tell me what drives you.
Stormscarred. Take a look around this beautiful town. What do you see? Ranchers and their moss wolves. But where is this rancher's flock? In the guts of a beast, they are. Stormscar they call I'm. Stormscar, whose howl is as the thunder. Whose bite is lightning. Whose belly is full of my life's work. I came here to buy weapons and all we have is ranching equipment. You look strong. Would you put an end to Stormscar's reign in our pastures? Slay Stormscar in the pastures near Rambleshire in the Isle of Dorne.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Every Stormrook has its own personality.
Otwin sent you? Probably misses my help brushing out the rooks. But there's something amiss here in Rambleshire. There should be a storm overhead. Been visible from Dornogle for as long as I can remember. Without that storm, I fear the local Mosswool operation is in trouble.
Back to the Stormrooks.
Power predators. Thunderhead Peak normally boasts a perpetual storm from which the local Mosswools draw energy. Without it, the poor deers look to be listless and near dead on their feet. That makes them easy pickings for predators. To get moss production back on track, we'll need to get to the bottom of the missing storm. But first we need to beat back these predators before they turn the Mosswools to gravel. cull 10 predators around Rambleshire.
Winds and wings carry you.
Rook Tender Lufsula. Clear skies are usually a blessing.
Fly high, strike true.
Sleepy Sheep. The energized moss that these flocks produce is a favorite treat for the storm rooks. But with the storm gone, the rams are lethargic, vulnerable, and no longer producing. We may not be able to conjure a storm, but we could offer the moss wolves a motivating zap. See if you can find a lodestone that will hold a charge. Then bring it here to Shroudbendra so she can get it loaded up. Use an energized lodestone to rouse one lethargic moss wolves near Rambleshire.
Returning to task.
I require a target. I cannot loot that.
Conversation initiated. Titans be your guide.
Head Rancher Stenspore. Heck of a day.
May all paths be open to you.
Rook Tender Lufsula. Clear skies are usually a blessing.
Trust in the edicts.
The lodestone should hold just enough of a charge to give the moss wolves the motivation they need to return to their corrals. It won't hurt them.
Conversation terminated.
The moss wolves look like they have a bit more pep. Hopefully they'll start producing again soon, if the storm comes back, that is. Rancher Stenspore believes he knows why the storm is missing. He claims 2 legendary ram brothers re-energize the storm once a year. Just not this year, for some reason.
Fly high, strike true.
That should buy the ranchers and their flocks some time while we figure out what's going on with the missing storm. No storm means no moss, which means grumpy storm rooks. According to the locals, the storm is born of 2 legendary rams butting heads atop Thunderhead Peak. They think one of them went missing, if you can believe that.
Conversation terminated.
Lost Lord of the Storm. Listen well, stranger. Once a year, the great Ram Durzan, Lord of the Southern Storm, crosses the Isle to meet his brother Bells on Thunderhead Peak. The clash of their horns heralds the storm and brings prosperity for another year. But something is wrong. Durzan has not come and the skies have cleared. The Storm Rider may not believe, but I sense you have seen wilder things. Ask around if you still have doubts. Just please help us find Durzan. Find Durzan near Rambleshire.
Follow no directives but your own.
Nothing like the wind in your crags.
Pray Durzan is still with us. If the brothers don't meet at the summit, the storm and our livelihoods will be lost.
Our lives are
Our forged paths intertwine.
Rancher Langan. Pleased to meet you, stranger. Mind the rams and make yourself at home. Rancher Langan. I imagine if he crossed by land, we'd have found massive hoof prints in the fields. Maybe he can fly.
May all paths be open.
How are you? See you around.
Thank goodness. With your aid, we may be able to make a difference, this time. These people deserve safety.
See you later.
Dalaran may be in ruins, but the Kirin Tor does not grant you release Mage Slayer. Thank you for your assistance, Daiji. Are you sure you defeated all of it?
Safe travels.
welcome, Outlander.
Thank you, adventurer. My role in this world is to be a rancher. Yours is to slay wolves. We all have our places.
Returning to task. Goodbye. Initiating restock.
What path brought you here?
Rancher Silbarspra. We don't get visitors up this way often. How can I help you? Rancher Silbarspra. The old tales say he draws strength from the sea while his brother Bells draws upon the sky, and then they meet in the space between, atop Thunderhead Peak.
Journey far and safe.
A new experience.
Ranger Boheisen. Need something? Ranger Boheisen. They say he avoids Narhazad when he comes, as that's his brother's territory. Just as Bells avoids entering Nar Ostan when they meet in the south.
Journey far and safe.
That item is still recharging.
Our forged paths intertwine.
You found him. But why hasn't he gone to the mountain? And why does he look so forlorn?
Our lives are our own.
Their Moss.
Communication in...
You say Nerubians had him.
Sorry.
Not sure what they
Hello.
wanted with old Durzan, but he looks weakened by the ordeal. We can't have that if he's to challenge his brother Bells on the mountain. The moss harvested from our flocks gives the storm rooks a kick, so Durzan might benefit from it as well. Collect a bushel's worth and make an offering. And if the moss wolves get ornery, be sure to put them in their place. Harvest moss from Rambleshire moss wolves and feed it to Durzan.
Returning to task. Goodbye.
My directive is to tend to the storm rooks.
Rooktender Lufsala. I still can't believe he's real.
Returning to task.
Speak freely. No
Ranger
directive
Keespuk.
needed.
Ranger Keespuk simply nods in acknowledgement.
Follow no directives but your own.
That moss captures and contains the power of the storm. It ought to give Durzan the boost he needs to get back up on that mountain.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
I cannot use that item yet.
Communication in... sorry. Hello.
That seemed to do the trick. I think he's ready to return to his brother on Thunderhead Peak.
May all paths be open to you.
Thunderhead butt. Durzin looks hale and hearty again. That moss packs a real punch. I have a sense that he's ready to go. I just wish we had more time. I have so many questions. But the greatest of those questions will be answered when he reaches the peak. We shouldn't send him up there alone. But I think he trusts you to take him. Accompany Durzin to Bells on Thunderhead Peak.
Winds and wings carry you.
Horns of the Hills. The ancient tablet has been eroded by both time and weather alike. Many of the words appear to be missing. From far off, we earthen climb. To our sights, we planned. And there we found creatures stone. Horns were curved and grand. While stoned, grazed, two crests had clashed. With no ire in there. Our quarries shook, the mountains. Their crashing, by all. As brothers, their clashing rang. Their horns had, the sky. Atop of blooming hills. A wanderer stood by. Burdened eyes, she peered within. There, with life aflame. Though slate and, their hides were made. Their spirits, claimed. Scribed, by Frey, Drin.
The Titans drive my directive.
Head Rancher Stenspor. The storm permeates all around us, including our flocks. We'd be lost without it.
Journey far and safe.
The legends were true. The storms, the rooks, and these rams. They're all connected. I have so much more to learn. But thank you for setting me on this path.
Titans be your guide.
Yeah! Until our paths cross again.